and thanks for getting back to a new Gumball review. And if you need the last one, go and check it out. And we're back with the next 3 episodes of Season 5 of Gumball. And the first episode of the 3 in this review is another good one. And it starts with Principal Brown at the haircut, at the barber shop. And yeah, he's gotten so much hair that is gotten, and it still is looking the same. And yeah, apparently Richard was there, covered in hair, and he wants a picture, shows a picture of what he wants. But of course, he doesn't even have any hair. Except this one tiny piece. And yeah, he's crying after he gets cut. And then he starts complaining. And they decide to write a bad review on Larry. As if Larry doesn't get suffered enough, right? As if Larry doesn't suffer enough in the show. And yeah, he calls Richard about the whole bad review, and apparently they're just gonna keep saying that they're gonna give bad reviews to Larry just so they can get free stuff. Like, yeah, they eaten and they taken off their belts, which I understand Gumball, but Darwin doesn't even wear pants, so how does he have a belt? And yeah, they threatened to give Larry a 1 review on his joint. And then at the zoo as well, because of wanting no animals, which I don't know what kind of creature that's supposed to be that they say. And then even at the theater, which, yeah, we see this movie that is literally just with Larry. And Darwin thought it was so touching. Like, okay. And yeah, they go to Larry again, and they want their own, site. Which, yeah, they decide to give reviews to different people. Just going around giving 1 reviews, even to the Sun as well. And they say Principal Brown, which, yeah, he's got a 3 review. And yeah, Gumball's got 2. And yeah, even people aren't really helping, like the ambulance and stuff, just because of their reviews. Yeah, even pest control as well, when it comes to termites that just ate Mr. Robinson's stuff. And yeah, everybody's not able to just move because, yeah, people are going to find their bad review. And they actually get an idea, which, yeah, even the police, once again, the police aren't involved with this whole thing because they're afraid they're going to get a bad review. And they got to tell Larry that he's got to give a bad review, a 1-star review, or a 0 review on the site. And he says that he'll do it if Richard admits that he's bald. Which, yeah, he's not saying that he's bald, which he's about to give it a 5 review. He's about to press it, and the sun reflects off of Richard's bald head and gets them in the face, and he presses 0, or, yeah, he pressed post when it's 0 stars. So everybody's able to go back to normal, and yeah, Larry just getting angry at Richard, saying that of how bald he is, and they end up getting run over by this old person doing a test. Then we go to the next episode, and it starts with, yeah, last episode was a good one, and then we go to another good episode, and it starts with Principal Brown just terrified because we see Miss Simeon smile, which, yeah, that's kind of creepy of her smiling, and she's wondering what else that Principal Brown is hiding, and we see the sting in the back of his head, which, yeah, Miss Simeon is smiling because she found this test from Gumball in kindergarten of how he failed, and yeah, and talking about, like, actually putting food in the vending machine instead of just sticking pictures on it. And yeah, she just starts dancing as well. But yeah, she takes Gumball and kicks him out of the school and showing the test that he did in kindergarten. And he put self-control on there, which yeah, he's having to go back to kindergarten. He's being sent back to kindergarten, and we say that, yeah, it is a nightmare for Gumball, for real. It is just absolute torture, him being around little kids. And him just saying of how awful it was. And then he starts, more and more, starts acting childish like all the other kids in the school, in the kindergarten. And yeah, we see Principal Brown just crying at this video he's watching. And he says that if Miss Simeon does not get Gumball back into her class because she is one student short, she will be fired. Yeah, Miss Simeon will be fired. So, yeah, she starts biting on Principal Brown. And she goes to the kindergarten to try to get Gumball, and he says he likes it there. A kid that goes into the 8th grade is actually liking kindergarten a lot more. Okay. And, yeah, she needs him to take a test in order to prove that he can be in her class. And she even recommends cheating. Yeah. She even recommends that he can just cheat because she cheated in the 8th grade. And yeah, he wrote on his tongue, but he can't read it. And then wrote in his eyes, which, how are you able to see with that? And she's even trying to get this paper, and it doesn't end up working. And yeah, it's just not helping Gumball, really. Which he does end up taking the test, and he gets an A+. Yep. He actually gets to stay in Miss Simeon's class, but Miss Simeon, or he does admit, blab out, that she did cheat in 8th grade. So even Miss Simeon, an adult, has to go all the way back to 8th grade. But yeah, another good episode. Then we go to the next one, which it starts with Richard just looking at the fridge. Yeah, just looking at the fridge, and they're surprised, and yeah, apparently he's trying to go on a diet, which, yeah, he's got all this food, like hot dogs, chicken, fish, pizza, like a lot of stuff that you would not do on a diet. And yeah, when they're eating breakfast, this diet is not working for Richard, and he sees that the fridge is empty. So he goes to the car very slowly and flips the car over. And yeah, Gumball and Darwin are wanting to know what other food he's been hiding. And we see hot dogs in the TV remote. We see cheese that is being rolled with the toilet paper. We see a sub or a sandwich as a phone. We see different, like, tomatoes and meat and some books. We see chicken as part of a lamp. And we see this banana. Looks normal. And then it's corn. Okay, looks normal. But then they peel the corn, and it's a corn dog with mustard and ketchup. Like, how does that work? How do you peel? How does that work? I mean, yeah, a banana I can understand, but how do you peel corn like a banana? I don't get that. And to have a corn dog and yeah, they locked up Richard in the shed and having cameras, and he is eating a burger or what it looks like, but no, it's a fake. And Darwin looks up and sees Richard all psycho, and he goes to the fridge and eats. Which, yeah, they decide to use food to get him in shape. Which, yeah, he starts exercising while eating different foods, and then, yeah, it seems like it's doing good for him. And then they overhear Richard, which, yeah, he is all buff. Like, he is really in shape. And he's just sending these different pictures and thinking that this girl is a fan, that she's just wanting a chair. And, yeah, just in the water when Alan just throwed a coin, because Alan said that he wishes for world peace. I mean, everybody wishes for. I know a lot of people would wish for world peace, but that would not be the case. But yeah, he gets the coin and pours this water bottle all over him in the fountain and gives the coin back to Alan. And yeah, Richard took the ambulance's wheels, and then he's gotten a fire hose and a fire helmet. And yeah, the police come, and Gumball tries to tell Richard remember food, which yeah, he looks at different food and thinking of food, and yeah, he ends up falling back, and yeah, talks about going to get Mexican and then getting ice cream and then lots of other food. I'm surprised Nicole did not say how in shape Richard was in this, though. And then we go to the next episode of this review, and it is another good one, and it starts with Gumball just eating with Penny at that diner place, and he's saying that he's gonna get a brain freeze, which his head literally was a ice cube, and he's wondering how did that happen. And he comes across Rob, and yeah, we see like these different times when Gumball was just telling Penny about Rob, even had her birthday, even going on this love roller coaster, like for real, all he talks about is Rob. And he's not even looking like he's really bothered with Gumball. He gets his blade, and he gets this threat message from Rob, and apparently it's for Banana Joe, that Rob says, yeah, it's not even for Gumball, and he says that they're no longer arch enemies, because he finds Banana Joe to be more of an enemy to Rob. And yeah, Gumball is just trying not to cry. And it's like Gumball just got broken up in a relationship. He's acting like he was in a relationship, but no. He's sad because he doesn't have an arch enemy anymore. Right? Somebody to hate him. He's sad because Rob doesn't hate him anymore. And yeah, Penny is trying to say that there will be somebody that will hate Gumball and try to destroy him. And yeah, I don't know how this happened. Even Darwin doesn't know how this happened. And yeah, Rob comes with some stuff that he doesn't need anymore since they're no longer arch enemies. And he's playing this music that Rob hated, but he's like, not anymore. And Rob is looking at Banana Joe setting up this trap and about to cut the rope. And yeah, Gumball comes over and sees Rob and pretty much foils his plan too. And Banana Joe gets this burger, and yeah, Rob is wanting him to eat it, but he's taking out all these different things, even taking the sesame seeds off. Like, how does that work too? And of course, Gumball is trying to act very annoying to drive Rob crazy. And of course, Banana Joe doesn't eat the burger. And Gumball says that he'll eat it. And yeah, it explodes. And yeah, of course, Gumball is just still about how, with Rob. And apparently Darwin has an enemy. And that's a hat. And yeah, Penny suggests that is trying to say that why don't him and Rob be friends, which, yeah, they're trying to foil Banana Joe together and setting up booby traps in his house, but it's the wrong house. It's Tobias's house when Tobias just gets blown up in the air. And yeah, Banana Joe is gonna go and take out the trash, and we see these barrels coming, and Gumball's gonna take a picture, but he turns on the flashlight instead and foils the plan. And Rob is like saying that he hates Gumball again. And yeah, Gumball is so happy. He's so happy that Gumball is being hated again by Rob. They're back to being arch enemies. And yeah, Gumball doing an apology to Penny for ignoring her and writing on Alan's face. Like, yeah. And yeah, Darwin freaking out because his arch enemy, just a regular hat, is on top of him. on his head. But yeah, I'd like to know what y'all think. Let me know in the comments below. Catch you next one.